jump on here and tell everybody hello. Um, I am Dan, the wheelchair dad, jumping on here with my wife, Andrea, the gorgeous lady over here, and little mini baby over here hiding out in the middle of us. But those who are already familiar with us, I just wanted to let so many people know how graciously full of gratitude we are towards so many of you. And those that don't know who we are, get knowing who we are. I was paralyzed 12 years ago in a construction accident. Andrea and I, hi Carrie, Andrea and I have 6 kiddos, and we are just trying to do the best we can and making it happen. We've got hers, mine, and ours. So got quite the story. If you haven't been and aren't familiar with us, be sure to stick around, check out some videos, or ask some questions. I'd love to chat with y'all. Yeah, little tiny eyeballs keep popping up over there. So hi Carrie, how are you doing today? Just want to still tell you how much we appreciate all that you've done too. Like, still really benefiting from all that you've done to help with this leg situation. It's been crazy. Hello from Argentina. Cortia from Argentina says hello everybody.
What is her name on the
She's a cutie pie. Her light bright was, oh, serious? Yeah, I need to make another trip up to the office, Carrie. So Andrea's gonna swing over there with kid pickup today. So as you've guessed it, I'm still in the familiar background of our of our bedroom. Still healing up these situations on my on my toes, but I hope to get a lot of answers tomorrow. Let's see, dogs rule. Hey Dan, just got a notification on my phone that you're live. How are you? Doing good. Good to see you. Oh yeah, Carrie. When are you guys heading off for the cruise? And that's going to be a lot of fun. Forgot about that. Heading to the Caribbean. So cool. And yeah, that's going to be perfect time of the year to run away and go check that out. Thanks for the respect. Appreciate it. Gracias. So it has been a crazy couple of days. I missed the last 2 days of jumping on here and going live. Dogs rule. I'm actually on time this time. That's like, man, that's something I would say too. I'm not on time very often. It was pretty funny. I made it to a doctor's appointment. I try to set myself up to win, and I'll put a time for my doctor's appointment in like much sooner than what it's supposed to be, so that I make it on time. Well, I like really overdid it on my guesstimation and stuff for an appointment last week, and I was there like 30 minutes early, and it felt like eternity. And everybody in the office was really confused. They're like, what is going on? Yeah. So it is crazy. Trying to be on time to all these things where we've got, like, my doctor's offices are like an hour away, so you never know what you're going to run into. And I always wait way too long to get ready. M, it's good to see that you're doing much better. I've been praying for you and your family. Thank you. And Bon Jovi, hello, hello. We got so many people to be grateful, to thank and be, well, we're grateful for everybody that has been helping out. I know I've been ghost the last couple of days, but been just super busy doing stuff over here, and then before you know it, the day's gone and it's too late to do anything. And man, did make it to some doctor's appointments, and let's see, Andrea made it out. Hi, Quarantina. Andrea made it out yesterday to go check out some the van situation, and then we've been like going over some details this morning, just trying to figure out which way to go. Oh, you got your mug. You love it. Awesome. Thanks, Em. Yeah, I've got to make a final choice on what to do with that. Like, we're still, yeah, see, look at that, Carrie. You got the legs up still. They're all wrapped up and crazy, but we got all sorts of incentives to stay here in bed with all the proper tools. I need to get the backrest there back over here. I have to move it out at night. I didn't even move it back over here. So my bed throne, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, as far as hold on, this Carrie's talking about her mug. Says, I feel like a badass sipping my coffee now. Yeah, see, we need to put that in the disclaimer so that people aren't caught off guard by that. Quarantine, you're awesome. Thanks for doing that. But yeah, we really are in a weird situation on that. So we've got the big van, and it's been so good to us. Like, it's great. It's like it's the only thing that houses our entire family, and it pulls our camp trailer and all the fun stuff and good stuff. But it has been growing increasingly challenging to use. Right now, this left shoulder is like complete garbage. Like, that is really crappy trying to lift it up. Ouch. It like dislocates or something in there. That's like as high up as I can go with that. But like, that one works. But this one is like toast. So I can't get up in the van, and then part of probably the reason why I'm broken here right now is trying to make things work with the van and my shoulder situation. I was getting out of the van and using a little bit of a box to step on, and Steph, I'll get that in a second. And that was, I think, the part of my demise is I have to get out facing towards the back of the vehicle and then like turn around and sit in my chair. And that was that part that got me, was the turning around. I think my foot like slid off that and slid and moved my wheelchair, and that's where I ended up going down and breaking my femur somewhere, something like that. So that little difference is huge in getting up into the van. And so I figured if that much was helpful, that a little bit more would be even better, which it is in a little way. But I was using this little step stool, plastic step stool that probably isn't very dependable. But it worked great a few times, and then Andrea tried to yank it out for me on one of them, and tried to see if she could knock me out of the doorway. But I didn't let her. No, I'm just kidding. You guys probably already know that. But yeah, we've been trying to sell the van. Excuse me. Been trying to sell the van. It's really hard because, well, it is really useful, but the situation we're running into right now is anytime we need to use it, it's really hard to get up in there, but I got to do it. So it's forcing to get up in there. And like right now, my shoulder, like the socket that's in there, is like completely just bone on bone right now, and it's like destroying the bone, which is why like it pinches so hard to move it anywhere. So I need to get that done. Somebody was just asking if I did the MRI for it. I have my MRI scheduled for Monday, right? Monday's my MRI. It was as soon as I could get them to get me in for that, and I had to push for that and tell them I'd sign a paper that I would pay for it out of my own pocket if my insurance denied it, which they just want like another 14 days to have the insurance give it a A-OK, but there's no way that they wouldn't approve it. So I told her, no, we got to get it scheduled. I got to get my shoulder fixed. I needed my life back, but it's not going to be a quick thing. I know it's 6 weeks of like no weight bearing, and no more step stool. Not to worry. You're going to get a souped up van. Watch for it coming sooner than later. Not to worry, you're going to get a souped up van. Watch for it coming sooner or later. Sooner than later. Hopefully you know something I don't. If we've got a van coming. But I've had a lot of people. Andrea got on there really frustrated after the weekend that we had. And sorry about all this throat clearing. It's these meds are bugging me. It's always right after taking them that it's super bad. But Andrea got on there and tried to be sneaky in a way, not letting me know. She was trying to ask for some help to help us get into a van quicker than waiting for ours to sell, and just keep on trying to lower it so that we can lower the price just so we can get something to move. It's just not working out, and so timing's not working out. We need to get something quick, and so many people have come together and helped us in trying to make that come together. And it is, again, like hard to believe that kind of kindness and gratuity is being shown our way. Like, I know Andrea did a really good explanation to let people know that we're not like going without and whatnot, and that we have enough to get by, but we just don't have much for anything extra or anything like that, which is the problem. And but again, we can survive, but so many people knowing all of that, we're still willing to help out. And it's just, you got 2 pants on? Nice. I just really appreciate it so much. And yeah, for sure. Clara says, you're like me, it's easier to give than to receive. For sure, seriously. Yeah, Steph, as far as can your church help? No, our church, there's things that the church will help out with when you're struggling financially, like utilities and food and things like that, but they're definitely not going to help people like get into vehicles and stuff. It's just opens up the door for so many problems, you know. I can't imagine a lot of the problems that could bring, but I just want to scan back through here and see if you guys if I miss a question or a comment that you guys want to make sure that we hit, make sure you hit the super chat, because I go back and forth through these messages and kind of miss a lot. But Dogs Real says, I really liked the video that you did when you saw the house. When you saw the house that you had built, I'm sure you had a nice visit. Yeah, it was really cool. Steph says, oh, we're saying that we know better with Andrea writing that up. Yeah, she did amazing. And Lynn Parent says, praise God, I'm glad you're home. Home safe. Yeah, we're home. We're trying to stay home. I've got this leg sure keeps me nervous with all the swelling and redness still and everything. It's just so stiff, still not quite, still not where I need it and want it, but it's getting there. The redness is really stressful just because I had the cellulitis stuff all year. Look how gorgeous Andrea is sliding in there acting like she's not in the know.
You stop that.
Crystal says, hi, Dan and Andrea.
Hi.
Hit the... Oh. And again, like, for those who have donated and tried to help out, really just want to emphasize, and just really want to emphasize that if there's anything else that you can do, or other people in your family or whatever that you're trying to help or that need help, like, make sure you're doing that before you have the inclination to try to help us out. Like, we've been so blessed. It's so great to be receiving. It's also hard to, one, ask, but two, to be receiving the way that we are. It's just a beautiful, kind, amazing experience. It really gets, I don't know, it really gets you when you think about so many people just trying to help out, and it's really cool. But yeah, we need to get something quick, just so that we can get around as a family still and not put this off any longer. And then we're trying to make a final decision on something that's smart too. Don't want to just jump right into something and then regret it or resent it or wish that we would have checked one more thing out. So just trying to make sure we've looked everything over really well. But yeah, it's a chore trying to figure that out. You have to order the new van, or the van's ready to go. So with being a paraplegic, the way that I get around with driving and stuff, I can have hand controls put into any car that we get. If you buy a new car, the manufacturer puts like $2,000 towards the price of the hand controls, which is usually between $2,000 or $3,000, just depending on that. And so, yeah, that's another good reason for trying to buy new, and just all the warranty issues that come along with all that just can be a problematic nightmare. But we don't get the ones with we don't get the vehicles with the lifts and stuff, or the chairs that you have to go in and lock your wheelchair in, or it's still a van that is very much used by Andrea and I interchangeably. So it just has to be set up that way. And with the manual wheelchairs that I use, it's definitely a convenient situation because going towards the van idea that we're thinking in the past, like we've had a minivan and it was really slick because I could just pull up to the front door, open the sliding door and my door, and then stand up using the pillar thing in between the doors, pull the wheelchair in, shut that door, and then get in the seat. Just super easy and fast versus having to get in. And like right now, like I have to pull up there and then get my arm to contortion into a spot where I can like engage it and try to lift up. It's just really, really, really painful. And I don't know how many more pushes I've got, which is scary because, yeah, the pushes are, it used to be the push was just the only hard part, but now it's like getting out too is I notice how gingerly I have to be when I'm lowering myself down and trying to flatten my feet out on the ground to get ready to sit in my chair. It's just a lot of work and it's just not set up for that right now. And then if I'm driving by myself, I had to use the van the other day and to lean over and take my wheelchair apart from sitting inside and reaching down and doing that was like just almost more than I could handle. But in fact, when I got up to the hospital, I just had the valet people put the wheelchair in the trunk in the back door so that I didn't have to take it apart. And then the problem with that is if I have to stop anywhere, I need to convince somebody else to help me get the chair out or just head back home and hope Andrea or one of the kids is around. So, but I got to do it. I can't, like it sucks. I'm like such a stubborn, person with trying to do all that on my own. And, it's hard to give up more, thing. Didn't think about that being emotional, but just it's hard to run into just how frustrating it is to be limited on being able to get in the van and have that free ability to get around and do the driving and stuff that I usually do for the family and everything. It's just you make value and purpose where it is, and it's just hard to feel like that's going away in so many ways.
It's sad. It's sad to get rid of it for that reason. It's sad to get rid of it because it means that we have 2 of our kids that left the house, so we don't need that big of a van anymore.
Yeah.
I was just writing up a post on Instagram about that very thing. What? Oh, stop.
Carrie says, I'm so emotional today, full of gratitude. Yeah, me too. It's not fair. That's how all emotional end up being a big boob. Let's see, somebody was commenting on here about don't super chat. YouTube takes 30%. Everyone should just Venmo or donate. YouTube is greedy, mirroring the IRS. Dang, that's so true. It's like so frustrating. Like it puts you in such a weird spot when people are like trying to be gratuitous and help out, and then like somebody drops like $100 on here, and then it's like, oh man, that's great, it's amazing, thank you, and then you think, man, if only they knew that like YouTube's getting 30 of that, and they could have like done something on like smaller donations and things that you don't really think about it, you know, like 10 and $20. You're just like, it's just awesome. And just don't want anybody to be, I know there's been times when people are frustrated when they realize that part, but it's not, yeah, it's more so that you just feel like you're receiving, you're putting your money where you want it to be. And if you're good with that, then we're definitely just grateful for any help, for real. Let's see. Erlen. Hello, Dan and Andrea, watching from, is it Bahrain? How do you say that? Stay safe for you and your family. God bless you all. Thank you. Quarantine, I don't think, we're definitely not, we didn't switch anything up or do anything. I think she's just saying that in light of, like, for instance, if you took like the amount that everybody has donated, and for instance, if that was all on, if that had all happened hypothetically on YouTube, then like 30% of that amount would go to YouTube and not make it to where people were intending or wanting it to get to, if that makes sense. So it's not, there's not a change on anything. She's just letting people have that little reminder. But no, the super chats are always appreciated, and Quarantina, you're very appreciated in all that you're always doing to try to help uplift us and keep everybody pumped and answer everybody and just be the queen on the site here, trying to help us out all the time. It's really, really helpful. So yeah, anyways, I want you to definitely, I'm not trying to like put that off. Let's see, Sherry says, let's keep loving and supporting this family whenever we can. They're all so awesome. You guys are seriously awesome. Yeah. No, thanks, Steph. I appreciate your comments. It's really nice. Says you're more of a man than many able body. Please show yourself some grace. Definitely. It's awesome. It's hard. It's, yeah, all the above. So you guys are just amazing for your support and for being here, for real though. Road Warrior, keep battling, brother. Thank you. You too, and thanks for your support and love, man. Yeah, don't go far, Quarantine. I need your motivational energy and positive spirit in here. Ed Bon Jovi, you may not be able to use your legs, but you have the greatest family in the world. Your wife is just amazing. Yeah, she really is. Yeah, definitely a blessed man, and there's so much that we have to be grateful for, like this whole social media venture and site and everything has just been such a blessing, and being able to help people and help inspire and help uplift others and educate other people, show people what's possible in their own lives and in their loved ones' lives, and to be able to be a part of that has been worth any amount of the pain that I've been going through through these years. And it's every once in a while I'll think about Andrea's questions other people have always asked, like, if you could go back, would you type questions? And I feel like the humanity, what is it, I've been humbled so much in a way. I definitely wouldn't want to step down back into the character that I was before my injury and before I quit drinking and partying and being all young and riling out, violent and crazy. It's been such a rewarding experience to be able to do what we've been doing. And let's see, stuff. How are your toes doing? They look pretty good last pick. I think right now the toes, what's up, Mighty Mariah? Right now the toes, I think, look a little bit worse than they had been on the last times that they've been shown, the last time Andrea posted them or whatever. But but overall I think it's just like kind of like a part of what's probably expected on the healing. Like, they're to a point now where there's still so much fluid in my leg. My legs are still so swollen. Let's see if I can spin it around and show this part. So I've got some appointments coming up tomorrow to go back to the surgeon and talk to him and see what to think about the swelling and make sure it's all good. There's like some popping up in my hip that I'm kind of tripping about. And then I can't move my leg in like I used to be able to. Like I used to be able to like rotate this up and inward, and also like when I'm standing up, able to do some stuff with it, but it doesn't seem like it wants to work. And then the redness, of course, has been there the whole time, but it's freaky because it's the cellulitis stuff that had been our nemesis from the beginning of the year. Andrea was looking back at some pictures in January before the main hospitalization stuff, and in January that it was looking so big and red and pissed off already before getting to the end of February. It's just frustrating because at that time I was still going to wound care once a week, and they were seeing it and talking about it, and we'd bring it up every time, but there wasn't anything really done about it. And then it just turned into a year of hell. So, yeah, Mariah, not yet. We've got Andrea went to go try and work some stuff out yesterday and get some things situated, got some good ideas, and so we're doing some online detail oriented stuff, trying to decide which way to go, and then we'll probably go back out in person again and just do final decisions on that. So there's been so many people that have helped out on that, and it's really is amazing. It would be nice just to have done already so that we can get around. And right now it's like, yeah, the legs are keeping me from going out in the cold a lot, and I'm trying to behave and stay Sorry, hold on. Trying to stay inside to let my toes and wounds heal and stuff. But in the back of my mind, every time we go somewhere, last night was my daughter had a choir or a orchestra performance and had to go get in the van for that. And it is like, it's lame to be like kind of,
Scared.
yeah, and
I'm scared.
scared about going out there and seeing how bad it's going to be to get up in there again. And it's frustrating when it takes so long to like try to get lined up in a way where my shoulder feels like it won't lock up in physically lock up, but also the pain is like really lame, and it's not fun to like do that knowing it's gonna hurt like that, and like try not to like let the kids see or think that that's a problem all the time. And I don't know. Do you have a porch to park close to? We have a porch just out of our front door, and then a little ramp down to our driveway, and then the van. Yeah, a little tummy drummy over here. Thanks, Mariah. I can fit your pain all the way from Iowa. Thanks. Sylvia over in Germany. Hello. Saw Ethiopia in here a minute ago. Is it Rick? Oh, gosh dang it. I wish I could pronounce that right. Rekik? I don't know if I already blabbed. Every time I see Ethiopia on here, I start trying to tell them about our trip that we did to Ethiopia this year. It was really cool. We went over with a group, a nonprofit group of our friends called Share the Hope. You guys should check that out for real though. Share the Hope. They raise money to be able to buy wheelchairs, and then they'll get to where they can purchase a whole shipping container of these wheelchairs. And they're fairly good chairs. They're not like the ones that I get here from Not a Wheelchair or from like Tylight and them, where they're like kind of 5 to 7 year chairs. The ones that he gets, they're from China, I think, and they're guesstimated to be like a 2 to 5 year chair, but I mean they're not. The frame design is pretty close, and the chairs are pretty decent for these people that haven't been able to move around on their own for years. It's unreal. It was such a beautiful experience to be able to go over and help people get into chairs that their moms have been carrying around for years, or they have to be sat down. Like they can't. The only way these people can move around is when somebody picks them up, and usually it's their mom 99% of the time. It's just that's the way the community is built to be over there. What's up, baby? You need something? You just patting me? Yeah. You're tired?
She's excited to go get the games at the office.
Ooh.
She's getting little ants in her pants.
You gonna go get some cool games? Yeah, that's gonna be cool. Carrie sent some really cool games over there, and a really fun one called Light Bright. And I know you're gonna like that because you like that little chintzy toy that Maisie has. That's like a mini little 4x4 Light Bright, or maybe a little bit bigger. It's just a little thing that you can put a couple pieces in, and she loves to steal that. So, dear Dan, I'm sorry for your pain. Oh, hold on. Sorry. Be brave and patient. I always be with you and your I'll always be with you, and my prayers to you and your wonderful family. Jesus bless you. Greetings from Rome, Italy. Thanks, Tim. God bless you, man. I appreciate it. So you're helping others even with your own situation. Oh, Sylvia, you've got to check on. It was like the coolest experience. So we went over there. We took 260 wheelchairs over to Ethiopia, and we did like a couple of big get-togethers where, like at the city center, and like these people would be pre-scheduled to come pick up their chairs, and so they'd come and receive them, and then give them like a bag of oil or a bag of rice and a big container of oil just to help out with food and stuff over there too, and so these moms were just flooded with emotion when they were finally able to like put their child into something that wasn't just on the ground and was something that some of their kids that are able to still move around themselves with their arms were able to, like, man, it lit their life up. I have some video where I'm like cruising around in the parking lot with a couple of these younger girls. They're like 10 or like preteens, cruising around, and they just wanted to keep on racing in these new wheelchairs. And I got some really cool footage of it, but I'll post some stuff. But if you pull up Chair of the Hope, like wheelchair, like chair, CHAIR, Chair of the Hope, and that's a place that you can, if you're looking for a tax deductible write-off or any sort of thing that you want to do to help, they go 4 times a year. Nate and his amazing wife Heather, and go 4 times a year to countries and areas that need help like that with the wheelchairs, and take at least 200 to 200 and however many fit. 260 was the most, just because there were so many kid or youth wheelchairs in this last group that we had gone on, so they were able to fit a few more in there. But yeah, 260 wheelchairs. Went and did several big giveaways, and then went individually to people's homes to go deliver. And man, we are so blessed as a civilization over here, and so it is crazy to see how people are living there versus what we've all become so accustomed to. Like this one house, she had 6 kids, and her husband left her after the 6th one was born. She was paralyzed, like car accident or something, like pretty early on. And anyways, their house that they live in was, I'm guessing, like maybe 12 by 20 or something, maybe, if that big. Just like a rectangle, like a big room. And then it had a mattress in one corner and like a cupboard type thing, like a dresser type thing, I guess, on one wall, and then an opening out the back. The opening out the back shared with a bunch of the neighbors, and the opening out the back is where you would go out and dig a hole that was like your bathroom until it filled up, and you just go out there in front of everybody and use the bathroom. So it's crazy, but we've got some really, really, really beautiful footage on there from the times that we were there. It's just so crazy. Yeah. And the kids that she had, her kids, man, they were so smart, and they just were so talkative and we had a translator there that was helping us to get around in the communities and stuff, so that we knew where we were going and had a way with the people. And man, it was so cool though. Sorry, you're getting way off on a different tangent, but yeah, Chair of the Hope is really cool. I should post a bunch of stuff right now for people to try to see that. How many years have they been doing their trips? Do you remember? Like 8 or 9 or? Yeah, so 7, 8, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, something like that. That they've been going 4 times a year to these different communities and giving chairs out, and it's crazy. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to line all that up. And they'd take. He's a quadriplegic, so he's like even has a way more hard time than I do, and like his hands are really weak. He was paralyzed. Nate was paralyzed in a ski accident right after they were newly married, and he went 9 months with that first injury and was doing really well with physical rehab and was starting to get a lot of strength back in his hands, and was doing some walking with like a walker and different things. And then he got pneumonia and went in the hospital, and he went unconscious at some point, and so they went to move him to x-ray, to radiology. And when they went to move him onto the table, somebody dropped him, and when they dropped him, it broke 2 more places in his neck and made it so that he was way less functioning of a quadriplegic, and has not been able to recover from that. So just crazy. But part of what helped him get out of his funk, and this is what people always ask, like, what do you do? What should I do to like I'm really depressed, like what can I do? And this is like a prime example, because Nate and his wife were again, it's mainly his wife Heather. Excuse me. You've got these amazing wives that have to be putting all this stuff together, and his wife helped come up with this idea, and they rode bikes as a family. It's so beautiful.
When you've gone to pick stuff up at the office, have they been sticking it in our office, or
Yeah.
is it the front?
In our office.
Go to our office.
But he was really depressed, obviously, after that last one, and to help get through it, they did this bike ride as a charity donation fundraiser, was the right term, and raised a bunch of money to start this nonprofit that they had in their dreams. And the nonprofit is the Chair of the Hope, where they get all the wheelchairs for everybody. And yeah, they've been doing that now for 8 or 9 years, 8 years, I think. But 4 times a year they go down with as many wheelchairs as they can. And I think at the way that they're able to get them, like a $250 donation.
Mom.
Mom's in the bathroom. She'll be back in a minute. But a $250 donation pretty much like pays for a whole single wheelchair to be built and shipped in this big container. Like that's like the cost it breaks down to. So like I think it is what he had said, which is just crazy, that they're able to get around 200 wheelchairs that many times a year, all out of donations. And people, when we went, we didn't have the money to like go on the trip with them, and so they had a sponsor that helped us pay for our travel accommodations to go over and give the chairs out to people. it's like they couldn't do it, so they wanted to make sure that somebody could do it, which is like, that's the kind of mindset. That's where Andrea and I really, really, really hope to be. And that's what we're trying to build up to when we get everything functioning and firing the way that we want over here, and can start generating some revenue that way, that you better believe it's going to be used in a positive way. And of course, it'd be nice to have have things taken care of at home for you and your family or your kids, and like, but the main, like, neither Andrea or I want to be like rich people, like rich in cash or whatever. It's like rich in service or blessings is like so much freaking better. We've always loved and got such joy out of, like, even if it's like out on a date night and we're walking up the street and we see a transient person and kind of stop and talk with them, get their story for a minute, and then give them some money. Like, it's just like crazy stuff that just makes you feel real good, you know? But the dog's real, oh man, they dropped your friend. Yeah, the second time, broke his neck a second time. So 9 months after his first paralysis. So yeah, enjoy, keep fighting, my friend. I wish I could help, but financially I'm on disability from a heart transplant. Oh my, boy, I hope you get that heart going strong, Joy. And no, there's no, I appreciate the words and the kindness that you'd like to be able to do that. Your prayers and thoughts and just being here is seriously like such a, you guys are great. So really appreciate it. And it's a definite funk. Yeah, Carrie. It's crazy. How's it going over there in Brazil? Is it Galerium? Talking about your blessings in your country, being in a hard situation and struggling yourself. You're God's true servant. Oh, thanks, Soya. That's really kind. Thank you. The Get Real podcast, when you give back in the way that you and your wife do, God sees and hears your heart.
I got you a snack.
Oh, wow. Where did you get those?
I ordered them at Walmart a while ago, but I forgot.
Oh. So Andrea knows my weakness. Well, all of them. It's funny. She knows that I like Teddy Grahams and graham crackers, but Teddy Grahams in frosting. Yeah, that's really why I can't get up and run around. I just, no, I'm just kidding.
Go, girlfriend.
You guys are gonna go? Well, Andrea's gonna go pick up some school kids and run to the office to grab some packages. Hopefully you get feeling better. You look so pretty. Love you. Bye, Mama. Either way, we got to swing by there. There have been really kind people that have been sending other things there too. It's just been just so cool to be on the receiving end of people's gratuity and stuff like that. It's like it's an experience. Like I wouldn't say it's really touching more than anything. Back to the Teddy Grahams. So when Andrea and I were, excuse me, when Andrea and I were dating, she took off to her brother was living in Hawaii at the time, he was teaching at or doing something with BYU Hawaii, and she had got the frosting and Teddy Grahams at her apartment, and then like left a note or something for me to find them, and it was really cute, and it's just been there ever since that. Trouble and Light Bright are there, but geez, Carrie, you're seriously over the top. Thank you for that. Don't know what to say, but thank you. Right now, Marley's so incredibly excited to go get the Light Bright idea. I don't know if we're supposed to save it for Christmas or what. She's hearing us talking about it, but she got this little toy at school that from a gift exchange that her preschool was doing. And this little toy, it's cute. It like opens up. Seriously, isn't that so true, Carrie? It really is. Like, that's the best. Like, I'm so envious of people that can do that. Like, yeah, we've had some really cool experiences and opportunities to be on that side too, but want to do it way more frequently and way more to scale. But this little doggy house toy, like every time you open the door, like listen, so it pops, and then it drops a little puppy drops a little puppy from a rotating disc up here. So when you get it, you don't know how many puppies are in it, but you just keep on opening the door. Oh, see, there's another one, and then there's another one. See? There's another one. How many is that? She got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little puppies, and then the little dog. But yeah, she like can get in here and set this whole thing up on her own in like 2 seconds, and I'm trying to like, there we go. But it's pretty funny, so they just go in that. But she likes to keep on setting it up, and it's pretty dang cute. Oh man, don't do that. So, but that's her little, she has not put this thing down, but she is excited to go with Mama right now. But yeah, it's a cute little setup. But anyways, back to real life and grown-up world. NF Spunky, good evening from New England. Bro, you're an incredible guy. I hope you and your family have a blessed and Merry Christmas. Thank you so much. And Mr. Carey, this is so cool. It seriously is cool, right? I mean, it is a perfect little girl toy. And oh, she might have heard me playing with it. Love you. Oh, Carrie, seriously, like, it is really appreciated. I'm hoping, I keep saying, last year I said, I hope this is the year. And then the year before that, I said that. But this year, I really think is the year that if I can get these gone. Dang, man. Thanks for sharing. Seriously, Mr. Kerry Kynes. If you guys can share this live or our page and feel like inclined to do so, sometimes you just don't think about it until you're hinted. So there's a hint. You think anybody can benefit from it. It is unreal. Like between our platform, there's like 2.5 million subscribers, right? And thank you, thanks to Carrie. Really, thank you. But yeah, it's just unreal to think about. I just hope that I was wanting to have the shoulder surgery done already, so that all this time that I'm sitting here in bed with my feet recovering, I could be recovering from the shoulder too. Because I've got to go 6 weeks of no weight on the shoulder, which I don't know how the HE double hockey sticks. I'm supposed to do that when I'm in a wheelchair. Are you live now? Yes, Geeky. We're live right now. She's a perfect little girl. She's the best. She's got such a big heart. She's not greedy or crazy or like, she's just sweet and wants to like help and be kind. My kind of snack, yeah. Let's see. Let me double check my Amazon. Oh, okay. Sorry, I'm just going back through some of the comments, you guys. Yeah, Dog's Rule. It sucks. I dropped him. But that was like, so that was the thing that uplifted them into fighting and carrying on. So they did first off, he had an amazing badass wife like I do, that wants to push and carry and lift you and do all the things to help you succeed in life. And she's been there for all of that. They had 4 kids or 5. Anyways, or 2 or 3 or 1. Just kidding. But his kids are all part of that whole organization with their nonprofit where they go over and help give the chairs away. And his son calls in advance and gets like ground relations with somebody, and then they get working on who needs wheelchairs and how do they, and the way that they get it set up to get the chairs to the people they need. It's just crazy. But all of that, like Nate does some public speaking, and I've been talking with him and another gentleman that does it, Chad Hymas. So Chad Hymas and Nathan Ogden. Man, between having those 2 people alone, I should be jumping into some keynote speaking or whatever, assemblies and stuff. I need to go over and just do one at my kids' school. I was talking with the principal about it, and I just need to jump in. I've done a couple of public speaking gigs. Went to Colorado, was the last one that I drove up there and spoke in front of, I don't know, 150 construction guys, HVAC guys, for like a safety convention. And it was fun. It was cool. And I don't know. I just listened back through it, and I feel like such a goober. So I just need to do that a few more times, and then not care about the goober part. But let's see. Talking about your blessings in your country being a hard situation. Oh, sorry, Sophia. I'm trying to make sure I got through most people's comments back here. Sorry, I'm reading it. You guys can't hear my reading. Dogs Rule says, Dan, have you and Andrea ever visited Pennsylvania? No, we haven't. I was just trying to think. Andrea was an Air Force brat, so, but even with that, she didn't go there. I know she spent a lot of time in Germany and Japan, and yeah, it's kind of been all over. Nico, there you are, man. I just barely saw that you're on. We got Nico and Carrie and Jessica Vanoy. Hello. LN2424. What were you asking about the porch for? Just curious. Do you have a porch to park close to? Yeah, sorry, reading these comments again. You can't tell. You can't tell when I'm reading them, so I gotta remember that. Dear Dan, I'm sorry for your pain. Be brave and patient. I'll always be with you. My prayers to you and your wonderful family. Jesus bless you. Greetings from Rome, Italy. Oh, I read you once already, bud. Well, that's just because it's awesome. You're okay. You good? Yeah, I need. That'd be. I don't know. I wish I understood. Gosh dang it. Excuse me. These meds suck. My mouth is pasty, and then it's so annoying. I don't know with your language on here. I can't even pronounce that. Starts with a C though. Ends with a 62. I don't know if that's you talking about money, but see those cherry pickers. Carrie, have you seen those cherry picker adapters for people in a wheelchair? Like in a rehab type center where they like wear a harness and can run around doing that. I've seen something like that, but I'm not sure what you mean exactly. And yeah, Andrea is amazing. So both of my shoulders are shot and crappy. That's what is really dumb. I actually had started going in because my right one was really having issues big time. Like I couldn't even reach up to like grab the doorknob, and I don't know how that got feeling better, but then all of a sudden the left one started, and then the left one just blew up way past and way more aggressive than the right. And now it is the doctors. I've gone to 2 orthopedic surgeons now, three orthopedics and then 2 surgeons, and all of them have confirmed that out of like a 10 out of 10 for replacement, I'm like a 12. Like I need to get it done before I keep on damaging the bone that's left in there right now. So I need to get it fixed up. You didn't need a motion. I know, Mr. Carrier. Yeah, I've got it lined up. I have to just get a date for my surgery to borrow or rent a power chair from the company that I used to go through for my wheelchairs. They have that option. Also, I used to work for a place. It's an independent living center, meaning you help people be independent, and I was the assistive technology coordinator there. So I'd go meet with people and then see what needs they had in their lives, like to make it better to get in and out of their house or in and out of a car or take a wheelchair in a car. Like I would do like help write grants for the whole cost of a car that had the lift and everything in it. It's a crazy program, but anyways, people donate wheelchairs and all sorts of medical items there when they don't need them anymore, or if people like have passed away. People will just donate that, and then as that it's another nonprofit, and they just will let you use or after, I think after a certain amount of time they just basically gift it to you, but you go with the intent to borrow it or rent it for 30 days, and then after that 30 days usually they think you might not need it anymore, but if you need it you still have it. And anyways, long story short, you don't need to know that whole process, how it works, but I'll be able to have a little power chair to make sure I can get around. The only thing that's scary is wondering if I should be coming home or be staying in like a long-term facility where people can help lift me and to do the regular things, because I don't know how else I keep looking over here because I have a big brace that they gave me to put my arm in so I can try it out. Carrie, that's a good job for you. Oh, the coordinator? I loved it, but I had to give it up so that we could launch our social media because it's just too much. It takes a lot of work to grow the page that we did, and I had such a passion project mindset to want to do this page because of the way that it was when I was in the hospital. I couldn't turn my back on what I found to be such what I considered a need. When I was in the hospital after my accident 12 years ago, I got online and figured out, I was searching to try to figure out what people that were paralyzed did to stay healthy or active or whatever. Because it went really deep because my divorce was finalizing right then too, so I was going to be a single dad to my two girls in a wheelchair, like handicapped and whatever, and like worried if girls were going to find me attractive at all, or like what kind of relationship I'd be heading to. And then I met Andrea, and I couldn't get my eyes off of her and stop thinking about her, and like such a weird, deep, connected way. Like it just is. It's like I saw her a couple, like the first two times I saw her, totally like like, oh my gosh, she's gorgeous, like and like doing the human nature of sexuality and whatnot, judging her. But I just saw her and I was like, wow, like I want like that to be like my wife, like what the feeling I was getting from her, And it was really weird because, yeah, it was really weird. But that continued on, and then we became interested in one another finally. I was able to date her and ended up marrying her. But back to, I get so rambly. But yeah, while I was in the hospital recovering, so good, huh? Frosting and a little Teddy Graham. Here, he'll take a friend with him. When I was in there and couldn't find anything online, I was like, holy crap, like, I'm either going to blow up really big and be fat and lazy, or I'm going to get really, what's the word? Where your muscles deteriorate and like end up being really skinny. Oh man, I almost just said the word I was looking for. Atrophied. So yeah, like anyway, so I was like really worried about that. Worried about dating. Yeah, thanks. I beat you to it. I love that you're a member first time 386. I love seeing members on here. Really, really appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, when I was when I was laid up in the hospital and I couldn't find anything that was like remotely positive, I was just like, holy crap, like I'm gonna find a freaking way to get through this. It helped me be more, I think it helped humble me quicker because like I saw other people on that floor that I was staying on. It was for like stroke and spinal cord people, patients, and there were so many people that were so much worse off than even where I was. So when I had my accident, I cracked my C1 vertebrae up in the very top, and then I exploded L1, broke S2, 3, and 4. So like my tailbone area was all smashed, broke my pelvis into several pieces, collapsed my lung and tore my spleen. And then when they were putting the cage in for my spine, for some reason they had to break my ribs again medically, and that wasn't very helpful. So then my first little bits in there trying to like do physical therapy. I didn't know, one, that my pelvis had been broken, or that I had the broken ribs until it had been weeks of doing physical therapy, and so frustrated that I'd like almost be in tears. I probably was, and be like, I can't, like, why can't I do this? I can't even sit up. And then my therapist was like, dude, like, go easy on yourself. You've had all like these other things, and he's listing stuff off. I'm like, what? Like, my pelvis was broken? Like, I had no idea. And they didn't have me in a cast or anything to support it or stabilize it or anything. So I didn't know. Yeah. So that's when I was like, boom, when I get this figured out, doing some social media, or not even that. I was just like, I didn't know what social media really was. I was just like, I'm going to do something to like put content, something on here so that people that are in my situation right now will have something to go to for guidance and help them with their resilience and recovery, and like it was just really hard. So that was the plan. And then when it got to a point where Andrea and I had like settled down the waters on blending our families and blending our personalities, and like this is round 3 for both of us. I don't know if you know that. And now look at you. Yeah. It's unreal, Carrie. I would not have believed that so many people would have been in help. And you know, the biggest thing, and I just want to say right now, like that all aside, like it was not, and I don't mean to sound like corny or anything, but like it was not like my efforts or Andrea's efforts that were like, oh, pat us on the back. Like it is so clear to me, clear as anything, that God has like put this together. Because like Andrea's amazing, she's driven, she's like the only woman ever that probably wouldn't have put up with my shenanigans. And back when I was a young dumb gym rat, drinking, partying, really big on myself guy, but Andrea's really smart and really driven and really, really, really speak what's on her mind. So hey, Hustle, what's up? Thanks, and love you too, bud. So yeah, anyways, it's a total God thing. Like Andrea's so in tune spiritually. She's always been like a like the whole perfect choice daughter of God. Like she's able to like pray and feel like she get revelation and like direction and feel the spirit. And meanwhile, I'm like, dude, like, what? Like, I'm just trying to do good choices. And anyways, I really want to work on my connection with my Father, with God, like, and really strengthen that. Like, I've experienced so much. It's been so obvious that He's right there holding the cards and helping when I've needed it most, and to avoid some of the more negative pitfalls that could have been and probably should have been hung on me. So anyways, God is good. This is all God's mission, man. Like, I just am really blessed that we're able to use this story to help bring, in my mind back then, it was just to help a guy out in a wheelchair, right? Like, help the next person out in a wheelchair realize that their life's not over. And then it went from wheelchairs to just like anybody with any mental health issue of any kind. Like, everybody come in and like, let's all uplift each other and help out. And that's what that's really kind of where it's gone from all that. So it's been so inspiring and hurtful, but I believe God has a plan for sure. And it's so hard when people are always like, oh man, like just all the different well wishes and thoughts. It's just hard to put the energy in the right spot, if that makes any sense. But like, it's been so helpful and so crazy to be able to do what we've been able to do. So round 3 for both of us, and we both bring 2 kids into our family. Like, she brought the 2 boys, I brought the girls. They were the same ages back then, 3 and 8, and 3 and 8. And thanks, Carrie. 3 and 8, and it was crazy trying to blend that, and we did not do a very good job in the beginning. Oh my gosh. We were very human. Very, very, very human. I thought, man, I don't know if we're going to make it through all this stuff. Like, there were some times when it was really, really rough, and it's a lot. You have a lot of skeletons in the closet and a lot of baggage when you're on your 3rd marriage, right? That's just crazy. So, but anyways, it sounds like we got everybody coming home from school now. What's up? Did Mom keep going, or is she done?
She's gonna go pick up packages.
Oh. All right. Seems like it needs to get a little rough for it to get smoother. Yeah, for sure. Saw a video of you clinching the bed, and I was like, I totally understand. What you got there?
Made that inside.
Oh, that's cute. What's stuck to it?
Borax and water. Don't eat that. That will give you a heart attack.
Okay. Just kidding.
I don't need another hospital visit.
Yeah. Oh, look at Quinn made a little science project ornament with borax and something.
Borax and water.
Aguato. How'd it stick to this thing?
So you microwave the water for like 2 minutes. Put 30 something 6 spoonfuls of
30.
borax.
What?
Kidding. So 6.
Oh. Hey, you're so cute. That sweater, it's such a cute outfit. I like it.
You put 6.
Making crystals. Yeah.
Of borax, and then
Dawn,
you
hello.
stir it till it dissolves, and then leave it for a day or 2.
Cool.
So
It's like making crystals. Is that what it is? That's what somebody said.
it's crystals.
What? That's crazy. That's cool. Love you.
Love you.
Hustle says Merry Christmas to you and your family, dude. Thanks, you too. Carrie, man, yeah. So, she's gorgeous. You should see her when she's trying. Like, she looks so freaking grown up lately. It's really, it's hard. Like when Andrea puts makeup on and she'd pull her hair back and here she goes. Let's see what you got.
Are you talking about me?
No, I wasn't.
I added more detail to it.
What did you do?
Just shaded it more.
Oh, see, a little drawing fool. So cool. Love it. It looks cool. You got Noah's the picture you're doing?
Yeah.
Oh,
And still
cool.
have to add more detail to it though.
That's cool. Cool. But, well, thanks for showing me. We'll get that card done real quick.
I gotta do homework first.
Oh,
4 assignments and then have a D instead of an F.
well, that's good. Get it done. I guess you.
got one of the assignments
Sorry.
halfway done, so
And you talked to the teacher about it?
we did.
Okay,
I did.
good. All right. So, man, it's been a long time we've been on here, so maybe I should wrap it up. It does suck. They grow fast as freak, man. I hate it. Yeah, it's rough. Andrea dropped the 2 teens off to go up to the office to pick up. I need to have my freaking health back so I can go work in the freaking office. I'm going crazy. Hustle says, just watching you puts tears in my eyes. I'm praying
Rocky.
God takes all of that pain from me. Yeah, I do too. But honestly, there's such a purpose in my pain right now. I've like really thought like wholeheartedly, other than like unless like God really had an agenda to like show his healing strength and stuff, like the power in our page, so much of it is like generated by the connection and the show of like what it's like to experience all of this. So like if I was just happy-go-lucky and had no problems and wasn't in pain and didn't have any anything really to be worried about, we all have pain for reasons, yeah. So it'd be really hard. Like, what would I have to offer other than be like, look how good God is that he healed me. And then it would change like my whole mission to being like bringing people to God and like real directly, like, oh my gosh, he healed me. Look how amazing this is, like use your faith, da da da. But that's not the purpose right now. So, and I'm fine with my mission right now. I love being able to read through the messages and get all choked up and teary-eyed on seeing what people are saying and seeing and all that stuff. It's just it is crazy. I had somebody Don says, you have helped me keep going this Christmas on Whatnot. Pain is real. You guys are so awesome. And I've always hoped for healing too, but it's been a 26-year journey. Whoa, where did he go? Come back here. It's been a 26-year journey with me. So since 1999. What is it you have going on, Carrie? Can you tell me? It sounds like it's pretty painful and gnarly because I know you're talking about relating to the pain videos, which is what so many people are able to relate to. It just depends on, gosh dang it, it just depends on a bunch of other factors. I'm so annoyed with my throat. It's it's like, I think it's the Wellbutrin. It's like the antidepressant / energy thing, whatever. But in reading it, it says that it causes that problem. There's some really ugly, gnarly term for it. And for a while, I kept forgetting to take it, so it's like getting it acclimated in my body so that it's like a regular thing again, I think. But that, and then I just got off the blood thinners. Oh, so yeah, update real quick. Way late update. Let me know how the light bright goes. I'll have to let you know. I'll be back here with my leg compression on and my warm socks. Those warm socks are so cool. Holy crap. They work so good. My left leg is warm. My right leg is always frozen cold. Not so much anymore. Like those things work so well. They really work good. Like it's worth every penny for you to pass that on. Worth it. Really worth it. They work really well. So thank you. Yeah, let me know how the light bright. Gotta go get ready. Oh man. All right, cruiser girl. Said I was injured on the job. A conveyor. Me and a coworker was moving moving metal, and he dropped his end without warning, and my end, I was yanked forward and down and pulled oh, where'd you go? Ah, gosh dang thing. And okay, dang man. So Gary says he was injured on the job on a conveyor. Me and a coworker was moving all the metal, and he dropped his end, and then it like jerked you forward, pulled, and popped in the lower back. Oh, dude, right away. And remind me, spinal cord injury or like just injured? Tried everything without pain medication September 17th until April 03. Finally took the last option of pain medication because I didn't want my wife pushing me around the rest of my life, which never got better. Yeah, that's rough, man. Yeah, I don't know where you're at on that. Like, I don't have Andrea pushing me around, though. Dude, you could have been a powerhouse. You don't know. I'm sure God has his purpose on everything, and hopefully you continue to find value here, man. It's like, so you tore the disc and top narrowing of the spine, too. Yeah, it's so crazy. My shoulder is that exact thing. So Hustle says, it's just sad because of old injuries that aren't properly taken care of because I was young and dumb, 20 years old, could definitely cause you pain in the long run. Absolutely. The doctors told me back when I broke my femur the first time, we're not going to do anything about your shoulders because you're young and healthy. Basically, you're muscles. We'll probably replace whatever damage was done with those, and like workers' comp and everything. Like I was able to move everything just fine back then, and obviously didn't hurt. I was young and healthy, and it wasn't until a couple of years later when I realized that I couldn't keep my hand on top of the steering wheel without having to like slide down to the bottom. But yeah, now, see, that was in 98. Now it's whatever, 25. Man, my shoulder is garbage. I can't even, like, if I hold it up here and just like try to hold it on the other one, like after a certain amount of time, it'll just like it just like something slips in there and it just like falls. It's really weird, and it hurts. It like, if I'm holding anything like water or my phone or whatever, like it like jerks it. Oh, that hurt really bad. It like jerks it, so it you end up dropping or losing whatever it was in your hand. But Tashi, hi. Nicholas Santos, hey, what's up? What's leg? I'll bet. Let's see, and beats all. 2019, 18-year-old pulled. 18-year-old pulled out in front of me, and I have a neck injury over that added onto my poor body. I gotta laugh, or dang. All right, you guys. That's the call. I think that's embarrassing to feel like I'm nodding off on that, but it's heating up my legs again, and that topped with medication. And so last night, oh my gosh, last night I did get this much sleep. My daughter kept waking up, and first off, I apologize. That's embarrassing. But my daughter kept waking up all night. So Andrea and I finally got to bed at like 1. And then 1:30 I hear my daughter like screaming for daddy. So I go in there and she's asleep. I have no idea what's going on. And I go out. Some big things fall in my house. Weird stuff happens. And then she wakes up again. And then she just had some issues that daddy had to help. Like, she needed help. She was just really itchy and uncomfortable, and had to keep on helping her try to take care of what was keeping her up. And so that kept me up till about 6:30 this morning, when I finally was able to go to bed. And so then I got up at 8:30 because I had a doctor's appointment that I slept through. So it's a lot. Tomorrow will be a lot of doctors and a lot of finding out of things. Yesterday I went down and saw the dermatologist though on my feet, and he let me off of the blood thinners. So got off the blood thinners. The right toe's healing up really well. The left one, they still don't have any term or condition to call whatever happened. Just picked up the games, and Marley is so excited. Thanks, Carrie. Thank you, Carrie. That's so cool. Mrs. Wheelchair Dad is up there at the office. I need to be up there at the office building their little playhouse. I don't know if anybody that's been here for a long time knows that I was in the beginning of, thanks, Carrie, beginning of building a really cool playhouse. Dogs rule. Rocky's doing good. Dude stinks and needs a bath. He has these eye booger things that keep getting him. And I've been giving him some allergy medication every day, and it's made a big difference. And then like trying to wipe his eyes every night, but they get dry so fast that it like hurts and it's like bloody and sore, and I feel bad for him. I feel bad for him. Just trying to help him and do whatever to get that better for him. So I know I just need to go to the vet. They probably need some like antibiotics or something and some other silly, easy medication or something that'll make it all better. But he's kind of always had a little bit of a allergy issue, but I would say it's just been this last maybe 6 months or so that it's just gotten really bad, where those big, huge, excuse me, when I was in the hospital for a few days, every time I go to the hospital and come back home, like the majority of his eye is like closed off by these big old eye boogers that just keep building up bigger and bigger and bigger. So I have to like soak him. I have to soak him with a warm washcloth with baby soap on it over and over until it gets like soft enough to like peel it away. Because if you like pull on it, it's like ripping his poor little eyelid. It feels so bad. Little guy, Rocky. Let's see this guy, Rocky. Hey, where you at, buddy? Oh, you my good boy. Come here. Come here. Oh, that's a good fluffy dog, huh? Oh, that's a good boy. You did, sturdy, stinking boy. So, there's the dog. He's a good boy. Here, take this. You can have a little Teddy Graham. There you go. He needs to go to the groomer bad, but I want to like wash him and brush him out here, because all they'll do is want to shave everything off because he's like matted, and anytime he has the matted hair, they're like, oh man, it's just gonna take too much time, and they just want to shave him like a sheep right down to the bones. And he's only about half the size that he looks right now, but he needs a groomer. And every time I try to ask him if they'll save it, and like at least let his legs stay bushy and blend it that way. And then a little bit on his face and stuff, so he doesn't look like a goober. But he gets embarrassed with how he looks after they finally do it. Yep, you're welcome. Anyways, you guys, I'm dragging you guys on forever. If you have any questions, hurry and let me know right now so that I can answer you. Make sure I'm not missing anybody on here. Carrie says I've had 4 pain pump implants replaced since August of 2005. Dude, what are you doing to them? I've had to have mine replaced once now, just the 7-year thing. Not cool. And well, that's a lie, because it was the pain pump. So, all right. My original surgeries, they put the pump in. The catheter that went to the spine pulled out, so that it was just putting medication everywhere. Had to go back for that. And then I noticed that it was like incrementally getting worse and worse and worse with pain in my back over a series of like 6 months maybe. And finally convinced them to do an MRI, and then they found out that there was a huge infection back there called osteomyelitis, which is what diabetic people get a lot on their feet when they cut toes and feet and different things. And Yeah, I'd have to find the card to know what mine is for sure. But they, let's see what part of they saying that was. Dum. Oh, crap. Well, anyways, it's probably not that interesting. So, anyways, I'll let you guys go. Tomorrow, I'm going to go down for the baclofen refill. Get this thing. Oh, stop it. Get my pump refilled. Go meet with the surgeon. Oh, the pain pump. Yeah. So, anyways, I went like 6 months, and it was getting so painful. It's like anytime I'd like go to transfer or lift up, my spine would like lift up and then like come back down, and like I'd have to like work to line it up. Sorry, babe. I know they say it's either ADHD or intelligence over the top. I'm probably sure it's the latter. What's up there in New York? Thanks for being here, Christian. And so with that pump, with the osteomyelitis, it ended up rotting the discs away in between my vertebrae, so they went bone on bone, and they had to do surgery to pull that one out and replace it. But it was like forever and a day, like lots of drama. But hey there, Mom, what's going on with Brenda? How are you? Got your membership, I see. Nice. Love it. Love our members. Love it. Gotta show the support, right, Mom? Yeah, let's see. Glad everything's going well for you. It was nice hanging out today. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Dogs Rule. Praying for you and your family daily. Thank you. We need it. And then, yeah, there's a person that came across their spinal canal is too narrow, so I don't know. Yeah, there's a person I came across, and their spinal canal is too narrow. It's too narrow, so I don't know what their next option is. Check out the DGR stimulator, not the spinal cord stimulator. That one doesn't work for me and never worked. But the DGR stimulator supposedly is like they hook it to the dorsal roots down the outside of your spine. And supposedly it's the only thing I've ever seen that actually says it like helps arachnoiditis, like on its own, like without me like having to type it in there or tell Google to put it in. Like it came up as a treatment for it all on its own. So DGR stimulator, DGR, dorsal ganglion something root, ganglion root. Yes, you need to tell everybody about that. Like, especially with the narrowing stuff, like they're going to want to do like a laminectomy and detethering, or a laminectomy to open it up. And then with that, they're going to want to do imaging prior to it, which is when they want to do the myelograms. Myelograms is like the biggest cause of adhesive arachnoiditis, when they inject oil dye in your spinal cord and then watch it on the x-ray, is like huge problems for people, me included. That changed my game. You go for a pump refill every month, man, you're using a bunch then. I kept on trying to change mine all the time and get it lower and lower. But when I first got injured, did a myelogram on me in November. If you're not having issues with like your legs hurting, or like a lot of people or some people can do those procedures, or even epidurals can spark that change. But some people it just affects differently, and they're okay. So, man, it's just you never know, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. So with the pump refill, you go in every month. I go like every 3 months, I think. I get it to last, and I don't know if you went with the thin reservoir or the big one. I went with the little, just the half, whatever it is. Like if it's 2,000 cc, then yeah, I don't know, but all right. That myelogram, I remember the dye made my waist down feel like it had. Everybody I've talked to that has done it either had oh my gosh, I almost just said like 18 swear words in a row. A lot of pain, like I did, like immediately on the table, and then that subsided after a few minutes, but it was like the most god-awful pain for a minute, and then got done with the rest of the procedure, and then went home, and then later on, when I was at home, away from any doctor's offices and stuff that could help me, then it just lit in like crazy. Oh my gosh, it was hell. But yeah, some painful stuff, man. Oh man. Sorry, trying to listen to what's going on out there, but yeah, I'm gonna have to let it go. I think I gotta get out here to the kiddos, and I am really paying the price for being up all night, and I apologize. And I'm gonna have to like edit the last 30 seconds of brain deadness. Hey Quinn, everything all right? Quinn,
What?
are you good?
Yeah?
All right.
Working on a test.
On the test?
Yeah?
All right. Well, let's get her done. I'll come help you.
I'm fine. I don't need help.
Okay. All right, you guys. I'm gonna shut this down for real this time. So love you guys. Really appreciate you guys. Life changing. Tomorrow is surgeon to try to figure out what's going on, why my leg is still so swollen, and then backlift and pump refill, and then just keep on healing these wounds on my toes. You guys have been a huge blessing. Thank you all for your time, your prayers, your memberships, your taking the time to like and share the live right now. All of it, just everything, you guys. Much love to every one of you, for real. That means the world to us. Thank you for those who have donated monetarily as well. Hopefully, go grab some keys to a car here real quick. So we'll see how that all pans out on the end. So thank you again. I just said a prayer. I just said a prayer and sent you and your families away. All right. Well, thank you. Oh, all right. Thanks, Carrie. God bless you all, man. You guys are all great. Thank you. Love you guys. Have a blessed day. And get ready for those holidays.